Wait, it was 3 OSLs ago? Really? I didn't know it was that old. Are you guys sure? Well, I guess even if it's 3 OSLs, it was only a year ago. Huh. Interesting. Curious. I don't know, I think it's a fine map. A lot of people complain about it, but I think it's fine. Yeah. It's a reverse ramp map. It's got random ridges. Ah, you got a flash on your... Wow. Okay, now that's actually really impressive. I was like, okay, this guy's got a picture of flash on his phone. Alright, whatever. But then, that was a sick drawing. Anyway, looks like we got some Chinese fans in the crowd there. I guess it could be Japanese. I don't know. I think it was Chinese. Anyway, scouting SCV of Flash going over to the top left. And it's like SCV just now going out for Bogus. He's going to scout a little bit later than Flash. I think TVT on this map would actually be quite interesting because of all those random ridges. But they're not like nice and neat ridges like they are on Sniper Ridge. They're like in a circle pattern, so yeah, I don't know if you can like, I don't know, it makes it a little bit awkward to take, you know, nice positions, to make nice straight lines, just to make curvy lines. It's kind of like, it's kind of like, you know, the beginning of Inception, when he's testing the girl, he's like, draw me a maze that I can't solve, like, you have 3 minutes to draw me a maze that I can't solve in 1 minute. And so she like draws a square maze and then he does it. And she draws another square maze and he does it again. And then she draws a circle maze and he can't do it. Yeah, Gladiator is the circle maze, guys. What's up? I don't actually know where I was going with that analogy though. I don't actually know what that means. Just wanted to talk about Inception. Because Ellen Page is awesome. Anyway. Oh, it says something in Korean that I don't know. Fantastic. Looks like expansion down for both players. Barracks going out to scout. And we're lagging. Oh, it's going to be a Vulture first. Cute. Only 2 guys on gas as well. Looks like it was a 1 Rax expand from Flash. I actually was just not paying attention to the beginning of this game. Too busy laughing at my own terrible jokes and analogies. Okay. Anyway, oh, white guy, what's up? He's been on camera a few times on Pro League too. Anyway, the first Vulture's out, going up to Machine Shop, gonna get some siege tanks out. And yeah, cross map, on a nice big 4-player map. Can probably see a nice long TVT. That would be cool. Do love seeing Flash play TVT, and since people are saying that Bogus actually beat Flash in the first time they faced in this group, then I'm hopeful that Bogus can also show us a good TVT. In the meantime, looks like the Barracks just making its way through the middle of the map right now. Vulture going to see a bunker there, not anything he can do. And there's a bit of a hidden SCV here at the 3 o'clock. I'm not sure what that guy's doing there. Is he going to take like a fast hidden third or something? That would be pretty sneaky. Curious. Curious. And he hasn't taken his second gas yet. Flash, what are you doing? Looks like he's going up to 3 factories though. Without that second gas, I wonder, are we going to see any kind of mass Vulture play? That'd be quite exciting. Mass Vulture TVT is actually, I do like to see them once in a while. They are pretty exciting, although I think they tend to end relatively quickly as far as TVTs goes. TVTs go? Yeah. Anyway, looks like just 2 factories up for Bogus here. No second machine shop for him either. Interesting. And, oh, looks like we're lagging a little bit. Sorry about that. Do I have anything open? Close the downloads. The porn, man, the porn. Okay, anyway. Pum pum pum. Proton Academy. Oh, look at that. Calling it like a boss. It is going to be Academy. And it is going to be a Vulture build as well. Look at that. I cannot believe I was right twice in one game. This is like an all-time record for me. Guys, this game, I'm on the money. Hold on, let me just quickly run out and like buy a lottery ticket. This is sick. And it looks like they were actually both going Vultures. Although obviously 3-fact Vulture production is going to be better than 2-fact Vulture production. So Bogus got to be a little bit careful. Although it looks like he's got a few extra units out on the map. Looks like we might have a bit of an engagement here, but the Flash gets speed first, so he can actually run away here. Bogus' Vultures don't have speed yet, so he can't escape. A little bit lucky there for Flash. If his speed had actually not finished just then, if those guys engage like you know, 5 seconds earlier, he might have lost 2 extra vultures. As you can see, Bogus not too happy about that. Anyway, he is getting his own third factory as well. And this is so interesting, you know, it's been a while since I've seen a Vulture TVT. I wonder if it's because of this map, just because of all the random ridges and open ground, it's better to go Vultures. And it looks like Bogus is going in here. That's not going to work. There's a bunker. Wait, that bunker is empty. Oh my god, is that a fake bunker? Why is the bunker empty? And oh my god, Flash is going to lose. He's going to lose. He's losing all these SCVs, but it looks like he might survive. One Marine makes it into the bunker. The rest of the Vulture is going to run into the main base. It looks like going to lay some spider mines here. There is one siege tank to block it, and it looks like, wow, Flash barely staying alive here, losing a bunch of SCVs though. Oh my god, why was that bunker empty? What's the point of having a bunker there if you're not going to put anything in it? And you know, I was wondering if it was empty before, because Bogus's Vulture, his initial Vulture, it looked like it ran in range of the bunker first before he pulled it back, and the bunker didn't shoot. Now I assumed that Bogus just had such good reaction time that he pulled it back right before it got into range, but so the Vulture saw it, but was out of Marine fire range. But actually, it just didn't have anything in it. So yeah, that's very interesting. Anyway, somebody's saying that he took the Marines out to go kill the floating barracks. That's possible. I didn't see the Marines running around anywhere though, or getting killed or anything like that. Anyway, looks like a lot of buildings being thrown up in Bogus' base. Starport, Armory, a couple of extra factories. I think he was too focused on that Vulture control just now that he piled up a little bit of money in his bank. Let the macro slip a little, and looks like 2 guys on gas at that natural Flash. That's probably a mistake. That seems a little bit uncharacteristic of Flash to make a mistake like that though, and he should notice in short order, I think. Having the reduced gas mining at this point in the game, you do feel the pinch, even if you don't immediately realize that it's because you don't have your gases fully saturated. Usually you'll just have a look and check and say, oh okay, I just forgot one guy on gas. It's actually quite funny. I actually really like the fact that in StarCraft 2 the assimilator tells you how many guys are mining from it. It's so useful because then you can just click it and be like, oh okay, it says 3, then I'm fine. Anyway, looks like a dropship on the way now for Bogus. SCV at 6 o'clock, perhaps going to make an expansion there. Although I don't know, is it too early for an expansion? No, I think it's good timing. Although he did invest a lot of money in other infrastructure though, so perhaps going to wait a little bit more before getting that. And looks like the first dropship is out now. Perhaps going to go for some Vulture drops. There is something at the 12 o'clock, by the way. There's like a big blob there, a teal blob. I wonder if Bogus actually built like a manor engineering bay or something there. There's like a really big thing there. I don't know what that is. In the meantime, a couple Goliaths now out, going to start poking away at that barracks. Flash is kind of taking a forward position here with his siege tanks, but you know, it's not really containing or anything like that. It's just like, it's a forward position that doesn't actually do that much. It's kind of putting a bit of pressure on Bogus, but I mean, Bogus still has plenty of space to maneuver. He's holding that little spike outside of his natural, and you know, he can still kind of move along the south side. It looks like Flash might be laying some spider mines there just to prevent that. But now Bogus is going to go set up position there. He is taking that 6 o'clock base. It is still a bit vulnerable though. A couple of Vultures could run in there and snipe the SCV. Meanwhile, ooh, bad luck by the Vultures. Not going to see this dropship. And SCV though, will that see it? I think it might have barely been in range. Either way, okay, it looks like, yeah, units are being pulled back now. So it's unlikely this drop is going to do too much damage. I'm just going to fly around with it. I mean, he doesn't have to drop. He can just, you know, fly away, fly home. Both players almost dead even on supply, 101 against 102 right now. And apologies for these lag spikes, not much I can do about it. I'm just using the OG Ender Extreme, and looks like no, he's actually just going to drop here at the natural. Flash decides to siege his tank up there. And lag into escape. So losing a Vulture there, taking a bit of damage. But both players are getting their third bases up. Bogus is a little bit faster, although it looks like Bogus wants to deny the space. Very nice snipe there on the SCV. Targets down the SCV. That's the absolute correct decision. So Bogus' third is going to be way faster than Flash's. Flash's little tank line here really not accomplishing very much at all. I mean, I can kind of see what he's going for. He's going for like the big contain here, kind of like doing a soft contain. and kind of so that he can divide the map favorably for himself, but he doesn't really have enough units to make it like that effective right now. And as we can see, Bogus doing a great job finding all the holes in that pseudo contain, and just punishing Flash for it with drops and Vulture run-bys. Meanwhile, random Wraith gets picked off there. It's a nice idea to make the Wraith since there were only tanks there, but a Goliath did join that group. So it looks like Engineering Bay going up as well. And the thing is, so Bogus is up 10 supply now, and he's got a faster third. You know, I don't think he's behind on any other tech. He got his armory and starport relatively quickly. I don't see... It seems that in every aspect of the game, Bogus is slightly ahead right now. So Flash really going to have to pick it up if he wants to take this game. But, you know, as I said before, we are going to go into a long game here. Cross-map TVT. Very difficult to just finish the game early. Bogus is taking the inside mineral only. That's going to give him a boost to his Vulture production, but not much else. Everything else is pretty gas heavy in this matchup. Looks like 2-port Wraith transition here for Flash. Not really a transition, but he's going to be supplementing his main force with those Wraiths. But it looks like we have a big ground attack here. Going to try and bust this ridge. Flash's Vultures were out of position. A lot of mines being laid among the tanks. Oh my god! All but one tank gets taken down, but it looks like Bogus has lost all supporting Vultures here. So his tanks are a little bit vulnerable now. Of course, he will be reinforcing with those and bringing them in. But now Flash is the one that has actually taken a slight supply advantage. But of course, every time I say that, it's just a very tiny, you know, less than 10 supply difference constantly between these two players. Very tight game. Very close game. I really like it. The thing is, now Bogus has his mineral only expansion finished as well, and Flash doesn't. So Bogus is getting a lot of additional mineral income right now. And, you know, while that's not the most useful, you know, having those extra Vultures does let you throw them away, just kill some SCVs, do some extra harassment. It is, you know, it's obviously an advantage. And looks like another drop going to the 12 o'clock is just not going to unload. I think it's just a bit of a mistake there. Could have killed a couple extra SCVs maybe. It's actually going to be a siege tank and a Vulture here. I think there's probably one more Vulture in that dropship. He's going to unload it in the main base. And oh no! Flash just kind of A-moved in and got a huge mine off there, blowing up some SCVs and a siege tank. Looks like the dropship is going to get taken down. Is he going to drop the last unit? No, he isn't. There might not even have been another unit there. I'm not really sure. So Bogus is actually just taking Flash to school here. I mean, you know, everyone was like, you know, I was doubting Bogus in the beginning. Everyone was like, oh no, Bogus beat Flash in the groups. You know, he's got a chance here. Oh my god, why are you stacking your SCVs? Why are you stacking... Wow, that was a very dangerous idea there. He got one huge tank shot off on those SCVs. If that tank got a second shot off, he might have just blown up like 10 SCVs at once. Man. I don't know what's happened to Flash here. Flash is looking kind of... Well, I mean, he's still got a good forward position here. You know, he's holding the North Ridge and the South Ridge. But he doesn't have that many units, and it looks like Bogus is deciding to commit here. He's going to be fighting from the low grounds. Does it even make a difference, though? He's got so many extra siege tanks. It looks like it doesn't, and, you know, what remains of Flash's container is going to be wiped out here. The Wraiths are coming in. They will be able to do some damage. There's no anti-air. No, never mind. 2 Goliaths coming in, and they will have to repeat. Looks like no Goliath range, though, so they should be able to escape to safety. So, you know, now that light contain was broken, I mean, honestly... I didn't expect anything else. You know, that contained, it was just like 5 tanks on a ridge, and while that's nice, you know, if Bogus commits his whole army like that, it's not really gonna hold. So now Flash is in trouble. Now he has to decide, what does he do? He's still got a position on the south ridge, but that's not doing anything because Bogus is just pouring out here into the middle of the map. Looks like Flash gonna try and holds him back a little bit, but now that the unit's just going to move to the north, those Wraiths providing really nice spotting for Flash, though, just telling him exactly where these units are going, and they are heading towards Flash's third base here. And looks like we're moving in. I think Flash is taking a siege position a little bit further back. Yeah, so it's going to be difficult now for Bogus to break this. Flash has committed a decent portion of his army to holding this, as he should. So that's probably going to be the end of that advance. It might come down to more dropship harass. Meanwhile, Flash is actually double expanding here to the bottom right expansion locations. As I said, he did keep that location on the 6 o'clock ridge, so he is kind of defending those bases, although of course Vultures can still run through the middle of the map to go harass those, although I don't think Bogus is aware of them yet. He should be kind of using his comsats to check those out. He does have 4 command centers, presumably all with comsat stations, so he has a lot of scans to use. Meanwhile, I'm also surprised he's not expanding again himself. He does have that mineral income boost from that mineral only base. As you can see, he's floating over 1,000 minerals right now, so can definitely afford to make another command center. I believe that's also 180 supply. It's a little bit hard to tell from the resolution. Looks like 180, yeah, 182 supply against this 154 Flash Bogus in a really nice position here. And oh, looks like a nice little line going off there. A scan on the army, probably from Flash. Okay, Bogus actually sending his main army through the middle, going to try and hit these expansions from the back here. You know, Flash's little position there wasn't actually covering this middle ground, and this is what I'm talking about. It's not that useful to hold these ridges if you can't hold all of them, you know? If you're only holding one ridge and not the other one, or the middle, then, you know, the Terran just walks out the part that's not defended. And then your position's like, oh, well, you know, he just walked around my wall. You know, it's like the Great Wall of China. It didn't actually do anything. The Mongols or the Huns or whatever, they was like, oh, well, there's a wall here, let me go around it. And the Emperor was like, ah, freaking smart people walking around my wall. It's like exactly what just happened to Flash. Anyway, it looks like another break here on the north position. And looks like Flash might barely hold. Yes, this is OSL. Ah, Lagu! And oh wow, Valkyries actually have come out now for Bogus. Looks like he got tired of those 3 wraiths pew-pewing his army, so now he's got 3 Valkyries to deal with this. Unfortunately for him, those Valkyries don't actually shoot ground, but oh, looks like they're going to engage with the wraiths. Nice little wraith split from Flash here, but it looks like Bogus trying to target down the grouped wraiths, but wow, nice job by Flash. 5 wraiths against 3 Valkyries, and only losing 1 wraith there. Very, very good job, very good split. And now the wraiths are going to continue pew-pewing down these tanks. The supply gap has actually closed now, 145 against 155, just very, very close, but Flash is just kind of getting pushed back everywhere here, but it looks like, I think Bogus overcommitted here. I don't think that's enough forces. He does have +2 attack, or sorry, Flash has +2 attack on his tanks. Actually, both players do have +2, so neither player with the upgrade advantage. They will be two-shotting each other's tanks here. In the meantime, looks like an SCV transfer to the top left natural that has now been taken by Bogus, but you know, Flash double expanded and wasn't punished for it, so now he's got the bottom right 2 bases, and those are going to be more useful than that mineral only that Bogus got. So actually, Flash could definitely still win this. Flash actually now in the supply lead. Bogus, I hope he doesn't be too aggressive here and throw away his advantage. Of course, you know, in TVT, Terrans generally get a pretty big defender's advantage, but especially in TVT where there's not very many good offensive units for the Terran. But it looks like we have a big break attempt going in here. The Cloaked Wraith doing a lot of damage. There's only 1 Goliath on the ground, but it looks like all the ground forces do get cleaned up. But Flash actually is going to take down this 1 Goliath with his Wraiths and start taking down these Siege Tanks. He's got so many free kills with these Wraiths here. I mean, I don't think Bogus should have just thrown away his 3 Valkyries like that. That was a pretty big waste by him. I don't know if he's producing more Valkyries or what, but he's got to make some Goliaths or something. Look at this, he's just constantly bleeding Siege Tanks. That is not what you want. Those are pretty expensive. They take a long time to build. You know, you need the machine shop on the factories from them as well. It's just, oh my god, these Wraiths might be what bring Flash back into this game. Look at this, he doesn't even care about the Goliaths anymore. I wonder if he's got an air upgrade. I doubt he has, but that would be interesting if he got like +1 attack for his Wraiths. It would actually be quite beneficial. I mean, you know, the Wraith's ground attack does 8 damage. You give it +1, it does 9 damage. That's, what, 12.5% increase? Pretty good, pretty good. Meanwhile, another tank getting picked off here. Man, these mobile Wraiths just finding all these random sieged tanks on these ridges. Look at this, 4 tank kills! He's got like a control group of Wraiths, and he's like, you know, 3-shotting these siege tanks. This is actually ridiculous. Oh man, I think this is just mistake by Bogus to let this happen. He needs more Goliaths. Now he's got the Goliaths, but it's too late. He has lost a ton of siege tanks, and now Flash in a great supply lead, 177 to 150. 27 supply lead. You know, he's got the bottom right bases, and he's pushing towards the top left now. I don't know if that's going to work, but Bogus, you know, he does have a very reduced siege tank count. That is so many siege tanks for Flash, but it looks like the Vultures close with the tanks. Is it going to be enough? No! Bogus' army gets annihilated here. I think the Wraiths might even clean up what's left of it, and now Bogus' top left natural expansion is in big trouble here. Flash, who looked to be kind of on the back foot the entire early and mid game, is suddenly in a great position. Clearly showing, you know, even if he is a little bit shaky, he is still Flash, he is still God. His late game TVT is nothing to be trifled with, and I am now commentating a screenshot. I am commentating a still image. That is how Gosu I am. Yes. See, you guys thought Day9 was cool because he was casting from a webcam pointing at a computer screen. I'm so cool I can cast a PowerPoint slide. Why is this not moving? Hold on, let me try and stop it and start it again. Alright, I'm gonna go to Esports TV. Esports TV, save us! Oh wait, no, it's fine. Okay, so, sorry about that. Oh! Are we dead again? I don't know what's going on. OGN! OGN, come back! Come back! Alright, thank you. So, oh, wait, shit! Alright, switching it up. Switching it up. Wait. Yes. Alright.
이렇게 플레이하면서 그 공중을 레이스로 완벽하게 잡아놨다는 생각에 좀 드랍십을 추가해서
360p.
레이스 탱크
Deal with it.
소위 이제
Deal with it.
공격
Wait, where did my
밀고
screen
당기기를
chat go?
해주고 약간씩
Shit.
밀어붙이고 하면서
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I apologize. Whoa, are we in widescreen now? What's going on here? This is kind of weird. Alright, what else? What else? Alright, looks like, wow, the raid's ravaging this base here. And it looks like this stream is lagging as well. It looks like my internet just hates me. It looks like my internet just like has a beef with me and wants to lag me out at the worst possible time. Are we actually, is this in widescreen or something? This looks kind of weird. It's kind of in widescreen. I think they just made everything fatter. Oh man, like fat Flash. And not Foreigner All-Stars, but like actually fat. Looks like Goliaths and Valkyries versus a bunch of raids here. He's going to try and target down the Valkyries. The Valkyries get taken down almost immediately, but the Goliaths doing a lot of damage to the raids. Are there enough raids here to take down the Goliaths? It looks like not quite. Of course, Goliaths so good against raids. Those paper planes not doing too much. And well, man, this looks so weird compared to the direct stream. This aspect ratio is kind of like bending my brain right now. Blah. In a minute, my brain's gonna start melting out of my ears. Anyway, Flash is now at like a 60 supply lead because we just, you know, we did the good old buffer into Flash is winning the game style strategy. Of course, he was already winning before that, but anyway, it looks like some Ultras going in here to Flash's expansion. He's sending 2 Vultures to defend. Meanwhile, though, the Wraiths taking down this command center easy peasy. Oh man, both players doing maximum damage to each other. Screw defense, man. Let's just keep attacking. So what does it look like now? Okay, so Flash basically got the bottom right 3 bases and like the 12 o'clock. So he's got like 4 bases mining. And it looks like Bogus has like 3, I guess. The top left 3. So Flash is off a base, but oh no, the tanks! The tanks have no defense! Why do the tanks have no defense? Why? Why? Oh my god, you Goliaths, you are so freaking useless. And GG from Bogus. Flash takes game number 1 here. Bogus was ahead in the mid and early and mid game, but he could not close it out. Flash showing that he's still pretty damn good at Brood War, even though he's been practicing StarCraft 2. And